Bitcoin has been breaking out to the upside, and I'm about to share some bad news that nobody is going to be expecting. We are going to need to be talking about that exactly, about the Bitcoin funding rates which we are currently getting, about the Bitcoin liquidity, about Ethereum at the current prices, and many more things in today's update video. So today's video is definitely going to be an important one. I'm gonna be giving you an update on all of my trades I've currently open. So as always, let's get started with a shorter time frame. And in that shorter time frame, Bitcoin has really been struggling with breaking out to the upside. Quite honestly, yesterday on the 1 hour candles, we've been getting a breakout, a shakeout back to the downside, and then getting back up. And on the 4 hour candles, this is really starting to look very good with just a breakout confirmation, push up higher. But right now we are really getting rejected again, and we are coming back down to be retesting this breakout. Now, I wouldn't say this is necessarily very bad for the Bitcoin price action, but this is not a very good look, especially not in a bull market where we just want to see a breakout and then a blast off to the upside. Right now, we're not seeing that. We're seeing Bitcoin struggling quite a bit. At the first sight, this is not a good look at all. But I'm gonna say, I've seen this time and time again, where people are gonna get shaken out during this tirelessly consolidation at the point of the breakout, think that, okay, now this is really going to be a fake out, and right now we're gonna crash to the downside. But most of the times, I've actually seen this play out, and still actually move to the upside, especially when the data is still looking pretty good. So this is going to be some bad news for all of the bears out there. Now, I'm also going to be having some real bad news, but already for the bears out there, this is some bad news. Now, I'm not going to be 100% bullish over here. Of course, there's no way of knowing if this indeed is going to be a real breakout or if we are indeed going to be headed lower, because yes, I am aware of the fact that we have gotten a massive rejection, and also we have got the CME gap down below us. Now, I do not think it's going to be likely that we're going to be filling this CME gap anymore, because just look at the momentum which we are currently getting, and we've been doing so in the past as well, right? Just creating a CME gap, but do not fill it immediately, maybe in a couple of months time, but first move even further to the upside. That is what I expect it will be more likely. However, if we are going to be filling up the CME gap, I am not going to be counting that out. If we are going to be filling that gap, it is definitely going to be a very good buying opportunity. That is what I think. I at least am already sitting in my Bitcoin trade. I do think Bitcoin is going to be headed higher from the current levels. And on top of that, I'm sitting in all of these altcoin trades as well. So yes, I am very bullish. I just wanted to be entering all of these positions a little bit prematurely to be getting the best possible entry. And yeah, you can be doing so as well over on weeks. Make sure to check out the links down below, because you will be getting a 25% fee discount and a $30,000 deposit bonus on top of the best exchange out there with no KY. So make sure to be checking it out. Anyways, I've been taking a little bit of profits from my Ethereum trade here, but it is starting to look to break out as well with the perfect retest at this current moment. So let's see if we can hold above. As long as we can hold above, it's still going to be looking very good. But I think that we're going to be breaking to the upside even more anyways, because having a look into the data, well, the Bitcoin funding rates on all of the exchanges have moved back to the 0.01% mark again. So majority is kind of trading short in the current market, and we can be seeing this in a Bitcoin liquidity. All of the liquidity is currently sitting above us at 121.1k, 121.2k level, approximately that level. And I think a huge short squeeze because of this is going to be quite inevitable. It's going to be more likely that the market makers are going to be moving the price to the upside to be grabbing that upside liquidity than to see a move to the downside, because there's almost no liquidity sitting on the downside compared with the upside, right? Very easy to understand. The market 90% of the time goes to the place where the majority of the liquidity is sitting at. Right now it's sitting at the top side. So more likely to see another pull to the upside with already the trend being bullish, with a continuation pattern being created, and with a perfect retest, which we are getting. As long as we're going to be holding above this support, I'm still going to be bullish. And if we're going to be falling down below, well, we just need to be waiting a little bit longer. Maybe we're going to be filling up that gap, but we just need to be a little bit more patient in that case. I think in a longer time frame, we're going to be seeing a move to the upside anyways. Now, some bad news. Well, yesterday, Jerome Powell was speaking and it was 2 minutes of literally nothing. No rate update, no word on the DOJ, literally nothing. Now, we've been kind of expecting this, right? Because it was literally a business meeting. We've been talking about this during the live stream of yesterday, but it is some bad news that we've got in the market yesterday. It was not very exciting, but yeah, at the same time, I do think eventually it is gonna happen. Your Trump allies have begun floating Powell's early removal, calls for resignation, replacement shortlists, and tweets from Fed insiders saying it is coming. So I do think eventually it is going to be coming, Jerome Powell resigning from the Fed. But yeah, we just need to be a little bit more patient, and yeah, there's going to be nothing to be worried about at this current moment. Now, one thing that I will say, this week still, I think the USA will be announcing they're going to be buying Bitcoin. Let's see about that. I think some positive news could be incoming. Just connect all of the dots that have been happening in the past couple of weeks to the past couple of months. So yeah, I'm rather going to be more bullish at the current prices. I still do think the trend is going to be continuing and we're going to be seeing another pull to the upside. I mean, right now, I do not think it's going to be the time to be bearish. Anyways, if you want my exact updates about the market, because I've just posted some more altcoin alpha over here, I'm posting all of my updates about all of my trades that I'm currently running over on Weeks and over on Bybit. Well, if you want to be updated about that exactly, make sure to check out the free Telegram group with that link down below. It's absolutely free to join. Make sure to check out that first link down below, and then you can also join this group and also make some money. Anyways, talking about the altcoins, well, I think the rotation is just getting started. We can be seeing it with some smaller caps absolutely exploding at this current moment. First we see Bitcoin, then we see Ethereum, then the larger caps, but also we are going to be seeing a huge altcoin season with small caps exploding like crazy. I've just posted a video about this in a Telegram channel in the altcoin alpha section, so make sure to be checking that one out. Anyways, ETH BTC is just getting started. I think we're gonna be closing this massive monthly candle over here in 8 days. Some consolidation is going to be pretty likely for Ethereum anyways over here, so I think some consolidation and then eventually a wick to the 4K level, a rejection, some more consolidation, and then a move to the upside. Eventually, I do think we're going to be breaking above that 4K level of resistance. Right now, we have just been touching it, just like we have been talking about for the last couple of weeks. Literally at the bottom, we've been calling this alt season was going to start. Bitcoin dominance, seeing this dump to the downside. It is just getting started. I think we're going to be headed so much lower for the Bitcoin dominance, and the altcoin dominance is about to increase so much higher. The total tree is also breaking out to the upside, just testing this resistance at this current moment, but I do think we're also going to be breaking this resistance with this cup and handle pattern which we are forming, just like we have been doing in the past for Bitcoin. We've been forming this cup and handle, massive cup and handle pattern during this entire cycle, and like you can be seeing, this is exactly what has happened after the breakout. I think something similar is going to be happening with the total tree. It is just lagging behind. In the previous cycles, you could also see that the total tree is just lagging behind Bitcoin with a certain amount of time. And right now, I also think the total tree is lagging behind Bitcoin, and it is soon about to play catch up. So yeah, incredibly bullish at this moment. Do not get fooled by the bears out there right now. Do not get fooled by the Bitcoin funding rates. Okay, they're still at a neutral level. I'm still going to be bullish. I will still remain to hold my Bitcoin trade open because I think in a longer time frame, I think in the coming few weeks, we are going to be headed more to the upside. Anyways, I am placing this trade for the next couple of weeks. That is what I'm doing. If you want the exact updates, make sure to join the Platinum group with that first link down below. Anyways, with that being said, I'll do another live stream, and make sure to be subscribed because tomorrow I'll post another update video.